2.5 million get you in LA. With 2.5 million to spend on the West Side, your options range from iconic coastal charm to quiet, tree-lined streets. And the trade-offs aren't always that obvious. I'm Keri White, real estate agent here in beautiful Los Angeles. Each week I share grounded, data-driven insights so you can make confident, strategic real estate decisions. Whether you're preparing to buy, planning a future sale, or just staying sharp in today's evolving market, we're here for you. So subscribe if you're someone who values good information and smart moves. In this episode, we're comparing what 2.5 million buys you in 4 key Westside neighborhoods: Santa Monica, Mar Vista, Brentwood, and Culver City. We'll look at what kind of home and lot you can expect, the lifestyle each neighborhood offers, and which buyers are gravitating where, based on value, pace, and future appreciation. So thanks for being here, and if you're subscribed already, I appreciate it. For those of you who are seriously considering a move, this isn't just about square footage or finishes. This is really about lifestyle, timing, and knowing how each pocket of these neighborhoods plays into your longer-term goals. So let's start with our home base, Santa Monica. For around 2.5 million, you're likely looking at a home in Sunset Park or Ocean Park. Think around 1,600 to 1,800 square feet, full of charm, character, and yes, probably a few updates to make. But here, you're not really buying for size, you're buying for lifestyle. 2.5 million will actually get you a killer ocean view condo or a nicely appointed townhome too. So in Santa Monica here at this price point, you are close to top-rated schools, local coffee shops, parks, and of course, the beach. If you're someone who values walkability, community, energy, and that iconic West Side vibe, Santa Monica stays at the very top of that list. And so this isn't always a numbers-driven decision. It's emotional, and it makes sense. No parking, no dishwasher, no problem. You can walk to Erewhon, grab a matcha, and bump into 3 people you know on the way. That's the Santa Monica lifestyle. So if lifestyle equity matters more to you than lot size or square footage, Santa Monica is where you'll land. Let's talk about Mar Vista. It is the cutest neighborhood just south of Santa Monica. A lot of people don't know about it, but for the same budget, you're often stepping into much more house. Think 2,200 to 2,500 square feet, possibly a newer build or meaningful updates. What you give up in walkability, you gain in space, privacy, long-term growth. The area has quietly become one of the most strategic places to invest, especially for families who want something move-in ready but don't necessarily need to be on the promenade or off Montana, where we are. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, I want to know your feedback, and also I want to hear your comments about these cities and any questions you have. Comment below, and keep in mind the landscape is always shifting in all these cities. Okay, so Brentwood. This is not Brentwood, Northern California. Brentwood here on the east side of Santa Monica. Brentwood gives you something very different. It's refinement, maturity, and a sense of peace. 2.5 million gets you into like the Brentwood Glen or the Canyons, likely a 2,000 square foot home with more traditional feel. Not everything will be brand new, or basically nothing will be, but you're buying into one of the most stable submarkets on the West Side. People who choose Brentwood often aren't in a rush. They're thinking 10 years out. If this sounds like you, you're probably more interested in the value of quiet, tree-lined streets than the flashiest finish. Not everyone knows where Brentwood is, but it's part of LA City and not incorporated. It has a cute local downtown area and an easy commute, being off the freeway, the 405. You also kind of get the location without that price point of Santa Monica. Culver City. It might not always be mentioned alongside Brentwood or Santa Monica, but it absolutely belongs in that conversation. For around 2.5 million, you're getting 2,000 square feet, often newer construction or architectural homes in a part of the West Side that's booming with energy and intention. Culver has seen a massive wave of investment. You've got Apple, Amazon, HBO, all these major companies have moved in here. New boutique hotels, elevated restaurants, curated retail, and design-forward mixed-use spaces are totally transforming that city. This is not the same Culver City that we had a decade ago that was kind of scary to walk through. But yet, Culver City still feels really local. There's a real neighborhood vibe, and they have great schools since they're incorporated, beautiful tree-lined streets, and a different kind of walkability. It's really become a magnet for buyers who want style, substance, and growth all in one place. So you can see how the same budget across 4 neighborhoods provides 4 different ways to live and grow. And this is why price alone never tells the full story. Whenever I speak to a new future homeowner, I always want to know what they value more: space, location, vibes. Then I get the perfect idea of what neighborhoods to point them towards based on their budget. So if you're comparing these areas and want to make sure you're seeing the best of each, let's connect. And if you know someone quietly exploring a move, feel free to share this. It may help them. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. We are actively working with past and future home buyers and sellers, and we're here to help you make your next savvy and thoughtful move.